So in celebration of R. Kelly's indictment, what? Yes. In celebration of his indictment, I wrote a poem a while back. I wrote this a while back before he got indicted. So I was like, let me go ahead and perform this because it's so important right now. I don't think I would call threats of rape a symphony. I don't think all cold hands hitting my face a good drum line. See, my ex is the same as the ex that makes music, except mine never had studio time. So he produced his beats on my body, and that shit slaps, kicks, punches. I'd stay with him, and he forced my pipe shut with his pipe. Used the pipe to get high, bodies numb, ears deaf. So maybe me and fans of abusive men and music have something in common. We know how to tune out the abused. Sometimes the thought of having two black eyes was better than looking my parents in theirs. I cry and let the tears fall like purple rain from purple bruises, but a prince was never there to save me. I praise the false king, curled up in a prayer position at night, cause if he saw me on my knees for another dude, I'd get the devil beat out of me. Ironic that I called him daddy and he acted like a god, and I screamed out for God while we had sex, which made him go harder. And when he said shut up, I shut up. Let sins be sins, and ain't that the best part about being a black woman? Stay on the chopping block, but defend every guillotine worker that looks like us. I say that because XXXTentacion held a knife to his ex-girlfriend's throat. The metaphors are already made up for me. Victims' melodies call stories because black men like to skip over whatever ain't entertaining them. And I skip school to be with him like a broken record of lies to my parents. Like a cycle of wanting him to love me. Like a hit, like an abuser making number one on the charts because art is seeing beauty and pain. Chris Brown said, please don't judge me because it could get ugly before it gets beautiful. It's funny that I remember hearing my ex say the same thing. Men like him know how to turn fine china into broken dolls. I felt like Pinocchio. Told myself it's better to be a rag doll than a real girl. Stayed limp inside the belly of the beast. R. Kelly talks as if he was a ringleader. Took girls who like pennies and showered them with gold. I had a choice not to walk the line, but he threatened to turn my tightrope into a noose. Ripped off my wings, set up a ramp and said, I believe you can fly, I believe you can fly, I believe. The definition of gaslighting is to manipulate someone by psychological means into questioning their own sanity, which is to say, I don't know if I was pushed into the ring of fire or if I jumped. He told me that no one was ever going to love me again. Too bad right now he doesn't know my mother, fathers, siblings, friend, girlfriend, because they proved him wrong. Yes! Two of my favorite poets said in their own piece, if it takes a village, I got that. And if it takes a village, I got that. The last time my abuser hit me, I hit that motherfucker right back. I hit that motherfucker right back. Let my fist collide with his jaw enough to break the silence. Hit him so hard he had trouble putting bass in his voice again. Put that nigga on mute. Put my fist from piano to crescendo. He ain't know I was a bar speaker. Used to turn my face the color purple, but I decided I'd kill him dead before he beat me. And until you, black men, do right by me and every other woman trapped in the closet. The grave you dig will be the one you rot in.